What's up, fishing fanatics? So we did go to the auction. We're on our way home now. Still got about an hour drive left. We got quite a few items. Again, going to an auction is like a crack addict visiting a drug house. It's terrible. There's tons of stuff you see, tons of stuff you buy. The prices are astronomically low, and it's just crazy. But we're on the way home now, and we'll be there shortly, and I will update you guys with everything we got, so just hang on a sec. We're back. Everything's unloaded. Let me flip it here, sorry. So, item number one, 55-gallon tank. It's the third one now. It came with decorations and an air pump for a 10-gallon tank. Why they did that, I don't know. Plus, there's some tubing in there. There's a bubble stone. This hole, and some food as well. There's cichlid veggie pellets. As you can see, there's quite a few decorations in here. And cichlid omni pellets. So those alone in the store usually are $5-6. That's at least 12. The decorations, the bubble stone and all that, it's a ton of money. The tank alone, normally, even brand new at $1 a gallon, is $55. For everything you see in here, this was $20, guys. $20. And we got driftwood. Some more rocks and different types of little gravels and decorative gravels and stuff. We got 40 pounds of sand. We got 80 pounds of gravel. We got a Marineland 400 filter, dual bio wheels. We got it for preparation later on down the road, but this will easily do a 100-gallon tank. There's 25 pounds of actual gravel here as well. This is the Spectra Stone. As you can see from here, it is green coating, which means that it has fertilizer coating. The gravel, it's good for plants. It's not great, but if it's a low value, low quality plant that doesn't need very much light and fertilizer, then that's the way to go. We also got this gravel with one of these 10-gallon tanks. And then we got some gravel vacs that were cheap. They're used, but we got a medium and a larger. So these will get bleached out and cleaned real well and sterilized before these go anywhere. But there's a fish bowl that has the glass pebbles in it. So that's probably not going to get used. We'll pull the pellets out for sure, or the stones out for sure, but I doubt we'll use the actual bowl for anything. This tank went down as a miscellaneous with stuff inside. They didn't really say what was in here. So I'm still not entirely sure. I knew the vase was there. I seen that when we got it. It's the first time digging through here, but there is a partial, and I do mean partial, filter for probably a 20-gallon. Chances are it may work. It's gonna need parts though. Don't know if they're in here or not. This one's a little bit bigger, same scenario. It's missing tubing. Probably for a 30-gallon will be my guess. It's a pretty good size. And it looks like we have a Marineland in here, which is somewhat okay, but it's falling apart already. So put that together and maybe, just maybe, we'll have a working filter. Not that it matters. I am not entirely sure. I'm guessing these are a rock formation, a fake rock formation that you can make. Kind of cool, but at the same time kind of wild. So there's I've got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 pieces to that. I'm not sure what in the world we're going to do with that. We have them. Oop, sitting on the filter. So let's get this stuff out. It looks like there's a under gravel filtration system in here. 2 pieces. It's split in the middle. It sucks, but it is what it is. It's still pulling pulling all these pieces out. There might be actually 20 pieces here. I'm pulling out more than I thought there was. So that's kind of cool. Some random air tubing, about a foot and a half. I don't know. Why not, right? It looks like a piece of the filter. Looks like some more filter pieces. Toss those in here. It might have a full filter system. There's a little scrub brush that has hair on it. Why not, right? Oop. As you can hear Pepper in the background, she's made numerous cameos. So you can hear her checking everything out, this little nosy body. This would be a bubbler ornament of a scuba diver. Has some tubing already in it, so that's kind of nifty. I mean, it's not something I would personally use, but it's cool looking. It's a little dirty. Probably needs to be cleaned up, but that's interesting. First glance, thought this was a seashell. Come to find out, it's just a container. It's like a soap holder. Random is random, guys. I'm not sure why they would include a soap dish with fish stuff, just because it looks like a seashell, I guess. That's kind of bizarre. There's a 6-inch bubble stone, or bubble bar, if you will. It's not terrible. There's an air pump from the old school days in here. Yeah, I mean, this thing's probably from like 70s or 80s. They don't really make them like this anymore. So if this works, it's only going to power a 10-gallon if I'm lucky, but it, again, was in the tank, so random, as I said, is random. Oh, check that out. A whole bag of giant marbles, and it's listed as $1. Yeah, these will probably end up getting used as marbles, or possibly landfill material. Hey, there's some more Cichlid Omni pellets. That's 2 containers of those. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I definitely like that. There's some more filter parts. There's a birding mop. That's pretty cool. Brand new, never used, in the bag. I'm digging that. And last but not least, there's Start Rate, which feels 3/4 of the way empty. Jungle Start Rate with natural aloe vera. How can you pass that up? Really? Pass. Not saying it's not good, guys. It's just not something I would use personally. So it's all gravy. So that's everything in there. As you can see, that there's still the under gravel filters, the filters in here, and they got tubes and stuff too as well. So who knows? But now for the amazing part of it all, I'm gonna put everything back in here right now, so I know where it's at later. Let go of the cord, thank you. Fish tank. We initially paid $16 for this. It ended up going for $10 instead. And then on top of it, we had one of the other hobbyists there had approached us because there was a pump in here, similar to the red one it seemed, but it was older. And it was a piece of nostalgia for him. And he asked if he could purchase it, to which, of course, we said yes. He was looking at the tank before we looked at the tank, and the fact that he's seen it, obviously it was something he was keeping an eye out for. I had zero problems whatsoever selling it to him. He got it for a really good price. I'm not one that is trying to necessarily charge $1 million for things, especially to other hobbyists. So he paid us $4 for it, which I gladly accepted and I was happy with. Told him make an offer, that was his offer, and we took it. So in all reality, this entire tank of stuff that you see cost us $4 or $6. We got a scrubber brush and an old school air pump. The bubble bar is fine. The decorations are fine. The rock platform, the fake one, I could use it. I don't necessarily know that I will. It needs to be cleaned off pretty good, but once it's set up, it's gonna look kind of like a underground mushroom almost, which isn't bad, you know. So there's that. Oh yeah, of course, don't forget the gorgeous, wonderful, magnificent vase. Yeah. We also picked up a 36-inch light bar for very, very, very cheap. It works. They plugged it in there. We picked that up. This tank also has a lid, which is here, and it has a light that's supposed to work. Whether it does or not is yet to be determined, but it's supposed to work. So we'll take their word for it. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, now here is number 2. We got another 10-gallon, and we got these solely for whatever needs to be done with them, whether we use them for breeding or use them for actual fish or, you know, whatever. I mean, the prices that we paid were next to nothing. So again, top, there's a light, no signs of damage. It should work. However, I'm not sure it will. I mean, you never know until you try it, so we'll find out. We picked up 2 heaters. There's a 75 watt and a 100 watt. 100 watts, 75 watts. So these were very cheap as well. Figured why not have them than not have them in case something goes out. This is the filter for this tank. This is the heater for this tank. There are rocks in here, and there are numerous air pumps that we bought separately. And they're not huge, but just in case we need them as a backup for something or something's not working quite right, we got them. You know, that's all that matters. And they were like, I don't even know, they were pretty cheap too. So we got those as well. There's tons of rocks in there. This gravel goes with that 10-gallon tank that I showed you. That's all part of it. So yeah, this haul from the, oh wait, we got lids too. There's like 6 or 7 lids in there. They said there was only like a couple, but if you look, they're stacked on top of each other. There's quite a few of those too. But that's about it from this auction. For the regular equipment aspect of it, sit tight for 1 second. So as I'm sure you've probably guessed, we can't go to an auction and not buy fish. Can't help it, it's an addiction. We've got 3 koi swordtails there, 1 male, 2 females, and 3 more koi swordtails there. Again, 1 male, 2 females. We got a ton of dwarf Sagittarius. There's also, I don't know where it is. Let me see, hang on a second, guys. There it is. Perfider. Finally picked up some. I don't know when we got it. I was not present. Came back and we had Perfider. No idea we had it. It works. It's a plant. It's fine. So 1 more second. All right, guys. Back to the 60. Guess who got more albinos? 11 albino bristlenose. These guys are a little bit bigger than the first batch we bought. We paid the same price for these guys as we did the last batch, and they're all albino. Not even mad. Not even mad. These guys are bigger. 5 of them are going into this 60. That'll give me 6 albinos and 4 standard browns. And then 6 of them are going into the guppy tank to help control the amount of food that's left behind. So we have that as well. But I mean, again, We paid less than $2 a piece for these. The kois were a little more pricey, but when you want something and you're there and you get caught in the heat of the moment and you really want them, you tend to pay a little bit more. I mean, that's the way it is. She really wanted the koi swordtails. We had seen them at last week's auction. Didn't bid on them because we didn't have anything set up to really hold them. We've done some rearranging and stuff, and they're going to go into the 30 upstairs, 29, so she wanted them and she got them, just like I wanted the angels and I got the angels. It's the same thing. You know, when you see something you want, you go after it. This was the last batch of bristlenose they had. I had tried bidding on the first 4 bags they had, and I lost every single one. I knew this was the last bag. I knew this had the most in it. I didn't necessarily want to get this many, but you know what? I wanted them. And whether it was 11 or 5 or probably even 2, probably I would have bought it. So I went for it, got it. Like I said, 11 albino bristlenose. They're pretty good size. They're bigger than the other guys, so they'll be perfectly fine. I'm not sweating that. We're probably gonna set up both 10s to make sure they work, and we'll probably set up the other 2 20s that are downstairs that we got over the weekend. And the third 20 is already set up with snails in it. You can see that on the last video. And believe it or not, even more have appeared. There's closer to 200 now, for sure. So there could be even more than that in there, but it's fine. Not against having Malaysian trumpet snails. So that's the update from the auction. It was almost a 2-hour drive there, almost a 2-hour drive back. The auction lasted about 5.5 hours, almost 6 hours. I didn't record anything there because we got there late. We woke up late. We didn't get there until 2 minutes after it had already started. We had to register for our bidder number, and then we entered a raffle, which we lost. However, we did win one of the door prizes, and we ended up getting more cichlid pellets, too, for the angels. So we ended up with like 4 containers of food. So these guys are going to be well fed for quite some time. Plus, we got frozen brain shrimp that we feed them, too. So they'll be well taken care of for quite a while. But I mean, that was really it. I would have recorded, but like I said, we got there late. I didn't really want to set up and miss out on anything because we didn't have a chance to really look at what they had out on the tables. And with this whole spring forward ordeal, we woke up at 7:30, which would have been 7:30 this morning, and it was already 8:30, which is what time we were supposed to leave. And we didn't make it out the door that time. So, oh yeah. Life happens, right? We got there, we got fish, we got plants, we got a ton of equipment. Half of it probably won't even be used, but it was tossed into that 10-gallon that we paid $6 for. Am I going to complain about it? Absolutely not. I got the tank for under $10 and I got it full of stuff. And half of the stuff I could probably use. Not even mad. So, yeah, it was a good day. And by the time you guys see this, it'll probably be like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm recording now. It's Sunday. So, we're extremely tired. We didn't get much sleep. We were up taking care of the fish tanks last night, medicating and what have you, and yeah, we didn't go to bed till late, and in turn we woke up late. Such is life. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what we got. Any questions on any of the stuff that we got, as always, please feel free to comment, question, whatever you need, drop it down below. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I know this video is kind of speedy and all over the place, but I'm tired and I wanted to make sure I got this video. So normally they're not entirely like this, but again, like, subscribe, share, get some new people into the fish keeping hobby. We've seen a lot of younger lads there today, and I love seeing it, so that was cool. Especially there was a lot of younger ladies there as well. They were helping. You know, to see both genders getting into the fish hobby. There was like a 12-year-old boy that was helping out and, you know, trying to bid on stuff, and it's just really good to see the younger generations kicking in and stepping up and wanting to participate and, you know, keeping the fish keeping hobby going. So share the video to see if we can add more people to that list. It's really about it, guys. I hope, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. I know that we're tired. We're gonna go and clean up this mess that we made. So, you know, if you got messes, you gotta clean them up, and that's what we're about to go do. So yeah, guys, enjoy, have fun, and as always, happy fish keeping.